Hello, hello, hello to all of my wonderful Libras. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today, Libras. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today. But then again, I know you are because that's the intention you set. So we're going to get right into it. You know we're in a waxing crescent moon, and you know what that means. If not, I'm going to talk all about that while I am shuffling these cards. Let's get into it. You all know that these are by now, if you've been following me for some time. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. These cards right here are the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris Ann. These cards right here are the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck by Jill Pyle. All right, this is a general reading. Yes, take what resonates with you. Yes, yes, yes. If you're interested in a personal reading, information is down below. All right, let's go. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for special message for my Libras as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. What information do we have for my wonderful Libras? Yeah, yes, Libras. So while I'm laying these cards out, let's talk about who you are. Yes, I am a Libra. I am romantic. I am charming. I am a great listener. Yeah, I am diplomatic. I'm very fair-minded. I'm an idealist. I am understanding. I am cooperative. I am gracious. I am social. Yes, and I am a God. I want you to start saying that you are a God because you are absolutely responsible for what happens in your life. You are the creator, right? You are a creator, right, in your own life. So that what I mean by that is you're not trying to be someone else's God, and you're certainly not making them yours. That's not your job, your family, whatever. Friends, they're not your gods. But you are absolutely responsible for what information that comes out, that you put out in the universe. We create our own karma. So let's say if you say today is a great day, yes, okay, that great day is coming back. So also you're being protected from not having a great day. But if you say, oh, today is horrible, it sucks, I'm sick and this and that, guess what kind of day you're going to have. So you have to speak things into existence. I see you rising above all negativity and low vibration energy. This is you ascending. Yes. So usually when the ascension happens here, you may be harshly judged by people. People may be looking at you like, who does Libra think they are? Hey, somebody who has ascended. That's who. Listen, and then we have right here the Two of Swords. I'm going to put these cards down and we're going to talk about the Emperor card right here. We're going to put this up here. We have the Lovers card. We have the Nine of Swords. Yes. And we have the Four of Wands. Yes. So let's talk about it for just a second. Let's just talk about it for a second. We're also going to be talking about the number 75, and we're going to be talking about, some potential psychic abilities, right? For you. Yes. You all are highly intelligent. You're very extremely powerful, more powerful than a lot of Libras even realize just how powerful you are. And a lot of people's gifts are not nurtured. That's why they don't know. They're like, oh, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna help you with that. So listen, look at this right here. Somebody was in a relationship with someone, right? And a relationship could be a romantic relationship, platonic relationship, professional relationship, but it was quite stressful, right? Look at this right here. Look at this Nine of Swords. See, Nine of Swords. I want to make sure you can see this. They were quite stressed out in the relationship. Lots of tears, lots of anxiety, lots of stress, lots of crying, whole 9 yards, right? But here your ancestors right here, watching over, protecting you, right? Guiding you, right? So in this right here, with the crying, you're emptying out, you're crying, you're emptying out things in your spirit, whether you're saying or whether you're moaning something or whatever, but you're really crying out, right? And information is now being poured into you from your ancestors. They want to share something with you, share some information with you. You know how you had a really good cry, and now afterwards you just feel better, like your eyes are puffy and red and your nose is red and you're blowing your nose and all sorts of stuff, but you're actually starting to feel better after this, right? And you say, nope, no more. Am I going to feel that kind of pain again? So you put blindfolds on. But guess what? You're also blocking out your third eye, your brow chakra, right? Ancestors are like, no, take that off, because there are good people out here. Just because you've been hurt in the past doesn't mean you're not going to find that right person, right? Yes, absolutely. Remember, because how romantic you all are, how charming, how great listeners. This kind of energy right here can cause you to vibrate low. When you're hurt by somebody, it can cause you to vibrate low. So somebody has gone through a situation where you felt like your soulmate is, or your twin flame is the person that actually did this to you, that really, really hurt you. And so there was something in your spirit that knew something's not right about this, right? And so when you go through that, you have to start, some of the experiences that we experience is like, you know, you thought this person was your twin flame. You're like, you know what? Sometimes we say things exactly at the same time. That's actually psychic potential. And then, or you meet somebody for the first time and you feel like you've known them in a previous life. Again, psychic potential. Also, your gut instinct tells you to do one thing, but your rational mind tells you to do something else. And then you trust your sixth sense, your insight, and that is right. That's when you rise above. Like everything could seem like it's lining up, but when your instinct, when the God in you tells you something else, as you've risen above a situation, that's where this comes in. You're like, wait a second, I thought I was on point, but really you were listening to your rational mind, not your instinct, right? Trusting your instinct, right? And so that's how that happens sometimes. Also, you just have a really vivid imagination. You become really, really emotional around full moon times. Sometimes your dreams come true, all of that. This is sometimes what causes you to put your blindfolds on, because you're like, wait a second, hold on. When you go back and you look back over your life, you're like, okay, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. My instinct was right. It was spot on. I knew my instinct was right. I should have trusted my instinct, right? This is how sometimes people get twin flame and all of this other stuff mixed in, because you're listening to your flesh over your spirit, right? Until you rise above that, until you ascend and you start to see things differently, right? Until you start seeing things differently, right? And so look, when I look at this right here, what I'm seeing is you celebrating, right? You're celebrating outside of a home or whatever. I see you celebrating outside of whether it's a single family home, whatever, or a town home or an apartment or something like that, or a warehouse that you purchased for your business. But nevertheless, I see you really, really taking complete charge and control of your situation, right? This Emperor card is Aries. And so we know that we're not made up of only one sign, right? We're not just Libras. You could have, your moon can be in Aries, your rising can be in Scorpio, your Venus could be in Gemini, you could have Aquarius, in your chart. You could have Leo, Sagittarius, whatever, Aries in your chart. But nevertheless, for this particular reading, you are the thing that caused your tears here is because you allowed your rational mind to tell you one thing, or your flesh, and your intuition told you something different about the situation. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is the message that I'm getting through to you. Like, never challenge your intuition. This is why sometimes you need to isolate. This is why sometimes you need to go into introspection mode. Step back for a second, meditate, and go to the next level and see exactly where you can see things from a God level of clarity. The number 75 channels joyful freedom from a place of serenity, right? This is certainly not a place of serenity. This is certainly not that. Neither is this a place of serenity. This is calling for you. Your ancestors are calling for you to get your power back, your emotional intelligence back. Like, pull it together. I want to show you something from a higher level so that you can really, really see things from a higher level, right? And just see how things are going to pan out for you, right? Your true twin flame is coming into your life, right? But also, out of this situation was birthed something else. Like, okay, becoming more authoritative, a father figure. You don't have to be a man to be a father figure. Excuse me. You could be somebody who is, and you don't have to have children to be a father figure. You really could be someone that the community looks up to. People really come to you for your advice. They look at you. There's like a person who your energy is balanced out. Remember, Libra, you all are justice, right? Your ruling planet is Venus. And so you are highly creative. You love to do the things that you love to do. You're very clear about what you want to do. And so, yes, certainly thinking that someone else was your twin flame when you're your first twin flame will cause you to be devastated. Will cause you to be devastated like this, right? It could also make you upset and bitter and angry and put on a blindfold. Like, I don't trust my intuition anymore. Yeah, but this is a time where you're trusting your intuition. 75 also causes you to realize that listening to your spiritual perception inspires you to be adventurous and to take risks. So yes, this is really a reading about, in this particular case right here, this reading is really about you listening to your intuition, listening to the God in you. And even if you thought you made a mistake in the past, it wasn't a mistake. It was a lesson for you to now start really going higher to listen to the God in you, because it's never going to fail you. It's never going to fail you. And so this is also right here, even in this posture right here, another psychic potential would be and you believe that there are guardian angels or spirits who are watching over you. You knew even in this posture right here that someone was watching over you, someone higher than you, and I'm talking about spiritually at a higher level than you is watching over you. Also, yeah, there's many different things. There's many different things. We can talk about it, during your personal reading, but there's so many different things that people don't pay attention to when they're going through rough spots in their lives. So yes, let's see what else the rest of the cards have to say. Libra, let's see what else they have to say. Yeah, let's see what else your cards have to say. Yeah, let's see. Push this right here for just a second. Make a little bit more room here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So here's like I said, the Empress card, right? So just get ready to be richly and abundantly blessed in every area of your life. Just because you've been hurt in the past by someone, you felt like this was my person, right? Now, this is you tapping fully into listening to your higher self, your intuition, the God in you, right? Situations don't have to be tricky love situations. Your intuition is extremely heightened. Remember when we talk about this this waxing crescent moon, right? Moving towards a full moon. This is where you're focused on the things that you want, doing the things that you love to do. This is staying for you, digging a little deeper and finding some courage, and also being patient with everything as it unfolds. That person that you thought they were on a lower frequency, you were on a higher frequency, right? And so yes, it could cause you to get frustrated, but Libra, I don't want you to put too much energy into getting frustrated. Again, waxing crescent moon, remember all the other moon phases, right, where people are being fully exposed around you and things within you are being exposed, right? So yeah, this is not the time for you to look back. I need you all to stay focused on moving forward. Yes. And watch, breakthrough is happening. Your breakthrough is happening. You just got to intentionally in your mind say, you know what? I'm not going back. I'm not even looking back. I'm only moving forward, and boom, here comes your breakthrough. Yes, absolutely. Because the relationship is hostile when you're on two different frequencies. This person is vibrating low, you're vibrating high. It was never going to work out, especially if they are not willing to compromise. If you all cannot sit down and have a discussion about, hey, maybe we should both try to raise our vibrations together. If they're on a different frequency, guess what? Remember when I started out, when I talked about we are gods, but we're not trying to be someone else's God, and we're certainly not making them ours. Sometimes you just have to leave people in the past, move forward. It's no hatred. It's no low vibration. It's no, you're not making negative comments about them. You're not talking about their family, their friends. You're not talking about their childhood traumas. None of that. You're just saying, you know what? Okay, I choose me. That's all that is. It doesn't even have to be hostile. Relationships ending doesn't have to be big dramatic blow-ups. Sometimes you just say, okay, and just move on. Yeah. There could be children involved, in the situation. But again, this is It doesn't have to be a big dramatic blow up. It just is what it is. You know what? Sometimes you just have to say enough is enough. It just enough is enough, right? I'm going to go my way, you go yours. Let's just be as amicable as possible, and that's that, right? But I see you focusing primarily on yourself, having a radical, almost obsessive focus on the things that you love to do. Again, becoming richly and abundantly blessed, moving forward towards your, getting your creative juices flowing. You're taking your power back. This is what's happening with you, Libra. You are taking your power back. Yes, you are taking it back unapologetically. And when you do that and you say, okay, I'm going to start listening to the God in me. I'm going to start listening to my intuition. All these other things are being released to you. All sorts of other things are being released to you. And I don't usually do, my readings are more focused on self-love, more so than looking outside of yourself for a twin flame or soulmate or whatever. This is more about self-love. When you are whole, because this is divine masculine to divine feminine, right? So this is you as a divine masculine by default. You're a giver. This is you tapping fully into your divine feminine and being creative and doing the things that you love. And guess who's going to benefit from that? Justice. The rest of the world is going to benefit from it, Libra. Yes, I called you justice on purpose. But again, the rest of the world benefits from you living your life in color, in full color in front of the rest of the world. Yes, everybody's benefiting from it. So it's time to make an altar. Yes. 1 + 6 is 7. We know the significance of the number 7. I'm just going to say lucky number 7. That's all I'll say about that, because we're talking about the number 75 today. But again, creating an altar, sitting down, relaxing, focusing in on the things that you love to do creatively, not looking back towards past hurts, tricky relationships, none of those things. You rose above it. You all were not on the same frequency. This is not the time to, create negative or low vibrating karma for yourself. This is a time to continue to speak highly of situations and say, you know what? It's time for me to move on. It's time for them to go their way. I'm going mine. That's the end of that. But that's what I have for you. It's time for you to make an altar. But have a great day, Libras. But then again, I know you will, because that's the intention you set, right? Yes. Bye.